KHALSA. I actually thought they were going to do a bit about training and stuff and health and gym and working out. You know, the KHALSA, the Sikh nation, you're born into a Sikh family, you got warrior blood in you whether you like it or not, so every warrior's got to train. With two types of warriors: a spiritual warrior, where you do Bani to control your internal enemies, and you have pure energy to get rid of the evil passions that we have. So you do the Amritsaar, do your Simran, Nam's important for that. Then you got the physical warrior, where you fight for righteousness, justice, your honor and your dignity, and stand up for what is right. And in order to do that, you've got to train, because if you don't use the body, you know, the body gets weak and stuff, you know. I've always trained from a young age, from the age of 15, you know. I've been in sports, had a 6-pack, 8-pack when I was younger, went into boxing at the age of 19 to about 23, you know, from 23 onwards, you know, training in all sorts of environments and places. You know, recently, for 3 years, I haven't trained, since I was doing like all these talks across the country, going to certain places. You know, I didn't have one location to live at. You know, I totally neglected my training. I was eating junk, didn't look after myself, wasn't joining the gym, and you know, I became like, you know, out of shape. I looked in the mirror, my stomach was hanging down, couldn't climb up the stairs properly. I didn't use certain parts of my body for a very long time. And you know, it became a state, and one of the biggest mistakes I made was not taking care of my health, because health is wealth. And now I'm back in the gym, back in the training. You know, I used to train at Peacock's gym, so you know, I got trained by professional boxers, and you know, so I've got my own. You know, training's one of them things, like, it depends what you want to do, what you want to gain out of it. If you want to be a bodybuilder, your training is different. If you're a martial artist, your training is going to be different. If you want to, like, you know, me, I just want to train for the streets, like, so make sure my muscles, I can climb walls, run away, if there's bear mans behind me, if the mummy behind me, run, whatever. I'm just for the streets, you know, so my training is going to be different to yours, but I'm just going to go through certain do's and don'ts of training, because, you know, I've been taught by some of the best. If you're from East London and you know about Peacock's boxing gym, you know the type of trainers they've trained up champions, they've trained up hardcore men. You know, I've been taught by them. You know, I had a personal trainer there for 2 years. Do you know what I mean? My mate's dad, and he trained us for 2 years, and I had an 8-pack everything them times, you know, back in the day and that. And I've gone to see him again, and you know, and I still remember what everything he taught me, so that's what I'm going to do. And you look around the Sikhi sort of scene, a lot of fat Singhs, a lot of young kids ain't training, a lot of, like, you know, man boobs about, a lot of deads hanging over, people can't see their baby making machine and stuff, you know. Yes, all good doing it and them, but you know, if you read the Sikh code of conduct, Maharaj said beep out already. Maharaj said he wants his Singhs and singing to Patyar. It goes for the girls too. You've got to do some sort of weights, you know. You can do weights, it doesn't mean you're going to get big and bulky. You know, the Russian and German women you see, that's because they take steroids. You know, women's body ain't going to go massive, they're going to get toned. You know, if you look at natural women that train, like the Goria Guardian and all them lot, you know, I mean, they just look toned and a bit ripped, and you know, you have to be in shape, and being in shape, it helps you in many ways. Like when you go to these programs and stuff, you just see a lot of fat Singhs, and I was obviously chilling with a lot of these fat Singhs and stuff, and you know what I mean, you just, no one really talks about training and stuff, and you just get used to all them sort of bad habits. Do you know what I mean? So like, I train every single day of the week now, you know, because I've got a lot of catching up to do, and just that's how bad now. I've got a bit of mild diabetes, I had a bit of breathing problems because of 3 years of eating pakore, samosa with the babbus at these babbu places and these Mr. Singh's places, and that is good once in a while, but do you know what I mean? You have to look after your body. What you eat is what you are. Do you know what I mean? The Punjabi diet ain't too good itself as well, because it's just too much dodaka, too much carbs and everything. So as a community, you know, we're really behind, you know what I mean? If compared to other communities when it comes into terms of trainings, if you look at the Sulle, the Pakis, they're all training, they're all in the gym, they've got their own gyms, you know, they've got their swagger on point, they're in shape, so, you know, then we wonder why, like, you know, the Korea go for them, you know what I mean? If your dads are fat and you got man boobs, you know, and the girls are straight and they're not lesbian, they ain't gonna go for you, because they're gonna feel like they want to marry another girl, because that's how, you know, a lot of mans ain't got man's body out there. I'm not saying we should train for the girls and that, whatever, but, you know, that's just one way of looking at it, you know what I mean? And if you look at that and you can't see your baby making machine, there's issues, there's problems. You have to get yourself into the gym. It's part of it. All the Asian Sikh warriors trained. We're a warrior nation. So, you know, I'll just go through a bit of training that I do and what I do and what works for me. This might not work for you, but it works for me, innit? And it works for what I need to do, innit? I do some sort of resistance, like weight training every single day. Do you know what I mean? Some people need a day rest because they want to build muscle. I just want to make my body hard and endurance. So the resistance training I do, I've got my own method. I target core muscles every single day. So like if I break down my muscles, then on the next day my body knows the same muscles are going to get used, so it heals at night quick. So I've increased my endurance and stamina and the recovery period, because my body knows it's going to get work the next day, so overnight it has to. People think, that you lose fat just by cardio. Yeah, you lose while you're doing cardio, the fat's getting burnt, but your metabolism doesn't increase through cardio. When you break down your muscles in weight training, resistant training, then at night when you heal, when you're sleeping, your body's clock's still ticking, it's healing the muscle. That's what metabolism is, that's what increases metabolism. So before I start my weights, I do a warm-up, because if you do cold muscles and you start hitting heavy weights, you're going to rip your muscle. So I do about a 10-minute warm-up, then I do a bit of stretching, loosen the muscles. And how I do my weights is, just say I'm doing bench press, I'll do just the bar, and I don't have a set number. I'll just keep doing waheguru until I feel tired. Then I'll put like 20 kg each side, and I'll again just do waheguru. Approximately I'll hit about 20 reps with that. Then I'll put 25 each side, waheguru. I'll hit about 10 reps. Then I'll put 30 each side, maybe hit about 4 reps. But I'm not counting the reps, I'm doing waheguru. Every set I do, I'm doing it to exhaustion. You get me? It doesn't matter if I do one rep or 2 reps, I don't count them. I just do waheguru and do the reps. I just go until I can't do no more. Then at the last set, I'll do another. So if I've gone from light to heavy, then I'll do one lighter one, like just I'll put 5 kg at the end on each, or 10 kg on each side, and I'll just do until I feel that burn. And when I do my weights, yeah, I don't do it extremely fast and I don't do it extremely slow. I do it at a steady medium pace, so I can feel that burn. Do you know what I mean? And I don't want to do it too slow, because I want a bit of like explosiveness in my movement as well. And I do cardio as well every day. I go for a swim, I go for running, I do all different sides of cardio, because no point in being big and blonks. And if your heart's weak, because your heart's the thing that needs to pump blood around the body, and your cardiovascular system, no point being big and blonks. If 10 man's got knives, then you can't run away, because you ain't always going to be packing your strap or whatever. There's certain situations that in jail, you have to keep going on with the fist on the fist, and you know what I mean. And like, even if you bust someone up in town centre, you might have to run away from the mummy and that. So you need to be fast. You need to be able to jump that wall. Like a lot of people, you know what I mean, they can't run away from things. Do you know what I mean? I'm only alive today because I'm a good runner, bruv. I've always been a good fast runner, and that's the key to survival sometimes. Sometimes you have to run. There's 20 mans with borers and I got my borer. I'm not being he, man. I'm gone. You know what I mean? I'll deal with them another day or something. You know what I mean? But that's the way it is. Stretching's important. You need flexible muscles. Like, you can't kick good unless you can't do splits, but everyone can do the splits. You just got to work at it every day. Like when I started training, I couldn't do splits, but you work at it every day. You go lower and lower, you will do the splits. Do you know what I mean? Back in the days, I could do all splits from sideways and front ways. You know what I mean? I do a bit of yoga now and again, breathing and stuff. Do you know what I mean? And yoga's really good for your organs. People think yoga's anti-Sikhi. It's not anti-Sikhi. What's anti-Sikhi is doing yoga, because them yogis, they cheat their breath and they live a prolonged life or healthy. They live like they open the 10th gate and they think it's the way to God or whatever. But Sikhi says yoga's just good for your body. Like a bit of breathing exercises, stretch out the organs, stretch out the lungs. It's got a lot of beneficial stuff to it, but it can't get you to God. Do you know what I mean? So a lot of you can't go too deep into it thinking this is the way to God. But yoga is actually really good for you. Do you know what I mean? I do skipping. Skipping's good for coordination. It's good for stamina, good for your cardiovascular system. Yeah. Sprinting, interval sprinting. You have to be able to sprint. You have to get that blood pumping. You have to have that heart rate. Because if there's a situation, you have to be able to sprint fast. So what I do, I just sprint until I can't sprint no more, until I get tired. Then I walk, then I sprint again till I can't sprint no more. Do that in the park. Just close your eyes and sprint until your body gives up. The only way you're going to achieve something is if you push yourself to exhaustion. You get me? Then I do like a lot of own body weight exercises. Some days I do like, I'll go one day in the park and I won't touch weights that day, and I'll just do dips, chin ups, pull ups, press ups, sit ups, own body weight. If you can't handle your own body weight, you're not a bunda. Do you know what I mean? When you do your own body weight, you got that impact, that explosiveness in your muscles, that speed. Do you know what I mean? Because if you keep lifting heavy weights, you're gonna slow down. You're gonna become too tonk and you can't move. And in life, you need to move, man. You need to be able to move. You need to be agile. Agility is a big thing. Singh should be athletic. We're not bodybuilders, you know what I mean? I'm not into that bodybuilding bullshit, man. Do you know what I mean? To look good for the girls and take your top off and all that and pose about. You get me? I respect people that do that because there's a lot of dedication and that, but I ain't into all that bullshit. I'm for the roads, man. Straight for the roads, strictly. Just to knock mans out and get the fuck out of there. You know what I mean? That's what I'm about. Hit the fucking punch bag. Punch bag's really good for you, you get me? Because that gives you the power and the punches. It gives you your accuracy, hit the mitts, you know. It's really good for you. Then I got an exercise called the bulldog. The bulldog is like a circuit training but with weights. So I'll pick like 6 weight exercises, which just say bench press, shoulder press, you know, from the knees to your chin, sort of for your traps, back rolls, and you know, arm kills, yeah, bicep kills. So just say 6 random weight exercises. What you do, start with the bench press, boom 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 until you can't do no more. Quickly jump to the bicep kills, boom 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 until you can't do no more. Quickly jump to the military press, boom boom boom, shoulder press, back rolls, whatever. All them 6 exercises, do a circuit of it. Have a minute in each break, then do a circuit, do 5, 6 of that. Your body feels exhausted, you feel pumped. It gives you that sort of bulldog shape when you do that. So big 6 exercises, core muscle exercises, your arms, your shoulders, your chest, your back, you know what I mean? And then just do a circuit of that without rest. So from the bench press, quickly pick up the bar and quickly do bicep curls, keep doing that. Do 5 sets of that and you watch your body how it changes. That's called the bulldog. That's the East London, you know what I mean, East London Peacock's gym tradition. Do you know what I mean? That's what makes you stamina, your endurance before boxing matches. That, you know what I mean, that's what the boxers do for a week to build up their endurance and their body stamina and stuff. Circuit training is really good to get rid of certain fat, like, you know, fat deposits like stubborn fat. Drink grapefruit and do circuit training. Yeah, when you do circuit training, it will burn that fat like mad. Yeah, and you know, swimming is one of the best for coordination. Does your whole body. Guru Gobind Singh Ji said in a Dasam Jumped Guard that swimming is the best. As Guruji used to go swimming, you know what I mean? And it's really good for you, for your whole body. Do you know what I mean? A person that can swim, it's got good coordination, got good stamina, it's so beneficial, it's unbelievable. And there's not much pressure on your joints, so after I do a bit of weights, I hit the swimming every single time after weights just to relax and ease my body and stuff like that. Mix everything up. Don't just do weights, don't just do yoga, don't just do swimming. Mix it all up. In the week, have a variety of stuff. That way, you know, your body's working to its optimum conditions and you're getting a bit of everything for every situation. You know, if you can't do the gym and you find it boring, join a dance club. Mainly the girls join that Zumba, the Brazilian dance, whatever, or the cha-cha-cha stuff, or, you know, the Bhangra classes, whatever. Join them. I know some girls that were fat, and when they were joining Bhangra class, they like looking slim and good, you get me? And they couldn't go to gym because they found it boring. They went Bhangra class to have a laugh, to have fun, make new friends, and they do their thing, innit? And like, you know, it's good for them because they can only work in them sort of environments. Some people haven't got the motivation, so do something that you enjoy and you're getting a workout at the same time, something that, you know, motivates you. You know, these other Brazilian girls and all these Mexican girls, they all do their cultural stuff, you know what I mean? Get the Bhangra's quite demanding, man. If you do Bhangra, it does up your heart rate. It's just like circuit training. It's just like hitting the punch bag after a while, man. Young kids join some martial arts, join Muay Thai. You know, a girl Muay Thai in Southwood, they're doing their thing. Muay Thai is really good for the streets and really good because using elbows, knees, everything, you know what I mean? Craig Margot is like, there's some specialist fighting styles, but they cost a lot of money, hard to find. You want an overall body fitness and a bit of strength, join Muay Thai, and go to a ghetto club somewhere where you're going to fight Gala and Gore there, you know what I mean? Not other Sikhs where they're going to take it easy on you, you know what I mean? Go and put your kids into real life situations with real life people, you know what I mean? And I know a lot of people do Gadka. I'm not a big fan of Gadka because I think it's more of a display thing, and you know, it's not really equipping the kids for street scenarios, not prison scenarios, not school scenarios, not real life scenarios. You know what I mean? You ain't always gonna have a lathi or a sorti or a big den footy with you all the time, innit? Like, not many Gutga places teach hand to hand. Not many. I haven't seen many people do dagger. There probably is some that do that, but you know what I mean. I wouldn't put my kids in Gutga because it's not. I don't know, I don't think he's doing it for the current environment. We're not living in 1699, and it's not that time of war, it's a different type of war now. You know what I mean? It's more hand to hand. People ain't gonna have shastra on them or knowledge of using the shastras, you know what I mean? And in Gatka is very light-hearted, like you tap the sorti on the sorti, the Kraban on the Kraban, it's not too realistic. What I found is Shastra Vidya. You know, Nadar Singh teaches that, and I've been to two of his classes, and you know, I think that's the best. That is the Sikh art. I can see why Sikhs took on thousands of people. Why 40 Singh? Because that art is just too sick. And you know, I think Nadar is probably the best teacher of that in the UK. I haven't met anybody else that can teach that. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of his philosophy, and I know a lot of people saying Nadar spoiled our kids, and Nadar this, done that. Nadar can't do that. Do you know what I mean? If someone gets brainwashed or groomed or whatever, that's their own weakness. They wasn't strong in their views. I'm a vegetarian. I'm never going to eat meat, you get me, unless I have to because of majboori, because of desperation. But no, Nadar or nobody can tell me any different. I've got my views, do you know what I'm saying? They're concrete. If your kid's going to a class and believing in next man's views, it couldn't be Nadar's class, it could be at school, it could be anywhere. If you think your kid's changing because of some next man, that's bullshit. They're changing because they wasn't concrete in their views and they agree with next man's views. The people that changed to Nadar's views, they agree with him. Do you know what I mean? And you know, he just says his views how it is. You know, I know people that go to his class and don't agree with his views, but they take the Shastra Vidya away from him. You know what I mean? You could be in a dark class, could be anywhere. If someone's gonna brainwash your kid or your child, or most of them ain't kids and children, yeah, then you know that's a fault in your kid, not in the next man that's giving his view. There's 100 million views about everything in Sikhi. There's 2 different versions, 2 different views to every Sakhi. There's so much confusion in Sikhi, like you just get a headache thinking about it all. But you know what I mean, if Nadar's open about his views, I think some of them are bullshit, yeah? But I'll give the man credit, he knows the Shastra Vidya, and you know what I mean, if I want to go and learn, I'll learn from him, but I don't, because it's a mission and that, can't be bothered, I've got my own things going on here. But I think, you know, if you're going to learn, instead of learning God, the Shastra Vidya is the best thing. And if he's the only man teaching, take that gun off him, innit? And if you're going to agree with his views, then, you know, you agree with them or you don't. If you don't agree with them, no one's forcing it down your throat, innit? Yeah? Food. Eat a good diet. People think to lose weight or to get in shape, you have to not eat. You have to eat. You just have to eat the right things. It doesn't matter how much you eat, it's about what you eat. Do you know what I mean? You get me? If you want to lose weight, obviously you got to burn more calories than you take in, and they just common sense. Do you know what I mean? Just eat the right foods, eat steamed food. The Punjabi diet ain't really good for you, the roti and the sabji, or the way they make the durka and everything, it just burns the nutrients from the beans or the shole or whatever. Do you know what I mean? If you want to lose weight, green tea is good for you, increases your metabolism, drink it then rather than jar tea. You know, exercise is important, man. Health is wealth. Start training, you avoid a lot of diseases like diabetes, a lot of breathing, asthma problems. You can cure a lot of diseases if you just be active. You know, a lot of people have sexual problems, like sexual health problems, and they think they can't have kids and this and that. You know, a lot of men have erection problems and stuff, and women have problems having conception. But a bit of training, the right sort of vitamins and minerals, you know, you can get Wellman tablets that help conception, and you know, man needs zinc. When you start training, a man's testosterone levels pump up, you know, and you know, people have just started training, and after a few months they've been managed to conceive a baby. You know, sometimes we think, oh, she can't have a kid, he can't have a kid. It's just bad living, that's all it is. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes, you know, after all that training, you know, on the Sundays, what I do is I relax. I get a massage done, have a Radox bath, do a bit of reflexology, you know what I mean? Just ease up, get the circulation flowing and relax. You get me? All the kids, you need to start training, man. It's really, really important, man. Even if you're top gunman or knife man out there, bruv, you still need to train. You get me? It's just it's a part of life, man. Your body needs to be healthy. No point getting all these degrees and everything, and you ain't got the real wealth, which is your health. No point having millions of pounds if you're dying from diabetes or heart attack or whatever, do you know what I mean? You'd rather live simple, eat simple and train. Make your body hard as iron, innit? I'm out. Why would you cast out? Why would you foot there?